Ah, those times that you wish you could disappear memories. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Those memories coming up sometimes when I go to sleep. I don't know, my brain tries to go like, how about we remember about some bad memory we had, some embarrassing one, the fail we did, like that. And sometimes it coming up, and I'm like, think about some embarrassing moment that we had before, like that. And they're like, no! Our brains can be our own worst enemies. I know, right? I know, right? Sometimes my brain is just being jerked to me. Nah, why, brain? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? I don't need to remember all those stuff. It happens every night to me. My recommendation is wake up super early, so by the time when you go sleep, you'll be deadly tired, and I just go sleep. You just make your body so tired. Nah, 2 a.m. memory cringe.
I remember things from 10 years ago that still annoy the crap out of me today. Even if I'm the only person who's still thinking about that moment, I'm so embarrassed and beating myself up over it.
Hold on, let me put on the translate. Oh yeah, it happens to me all the time, all the time, all the time. Nah. The gym I go to, they're so nice. They're so nice. You know, I was talking about it the other day too, but to be honest, I was very scared to go because is people gonna make fun of me? They're like, oh, she has no muscle, and she's like a stick. What is her business in here? She can't even run for 10 minutes. Ended up, people are so nice. People are so nice, and there's a very buff lady. Sometimes I see it at the gym, and she is so nice too. She came up to me, and then she was like asking well, probably she noticed that I'm a beginner right away, so she called me to well, it must be like not a lot of girls in here, but don't worry, everybody is so nice in here, and also when I'm here, I can help you too. So if you need anything, just ask us. We don't work here, but we love teaching people, for especially the beginners. We want to help out, so just tell us like that. They're like, they're so nice, they're so nice, and I just want to say thank you so much. That helps me a lot. But then I'm being socially awkward. I haven't talked to the stranger for a long time. So the thing is, when you don't talk to the stranger for a long time, when you try to say something, you can't. The word doesn't come out naturally as you expect it, and you go like, thank you. It's so awkward. Or like your voice suddenly get high. Thank you. I mean, thank you so much. Like that. And it kind of awkward. I went back home and I was like pushing my pillow onto my head, and I was like, wish I could turn back time. But I think lately I am more talking with my trainer than before, because last year I was a little bit awkward when trainer asked me, what's your hobby? I was like, game. And then they're like,
oh, I played game when I was a kid. It's called GoldenEye 007.
And that was before I played, and I was like, oh, never heard that. Cool. And I don't know what to say because I didn't know about that game, and they're like,
yeah. What kind of game you play?
they're like, Minecraft and stuff. They're like,
oh, Minecraft. My niece played Minecraft.
and they're like, cool. I gotta go buy. And then I start playing GoldenEye 007. That's the whole reason why I stream GoldenEye 007, so I can have a better conversation and it's awkward. But you know how it goes. You know how that goes. I tell him, I played GoldenEye 007. That was so good, like that. And then my trainer like,
oh, you did? That's awesome.
I gotta go buy it. It didn't work. It didn't work, Niall. That was it. That was it. You know, before I said I used to walk for only 200 per day, right? And when you're having those kind of life, you don't get hungry at all. Like, I rarely eat. I didn't eat a lot. I skip my breakfast. I skip my breakfast. I skip my lunch. Sometimes I don't even eat proper dinner. Sometimes I just eat a piece of something and I'm done. But now, when you work out, you actually get hungry. And you want to eat a proper meal. And also, there's one awkward story I have as well. That is, I was at the restaurant. In America, like, you get one waiter per one table, right? So you get your own waiter for your table, right? And, when the waiter was checking in, like, how's everything? Is food okay? Is anything you need? Like that. I was chewing my food and about to swallow. And then I was surprised that, like, the waiter showed up. And, like, and I tried to respond, but my mouth was full, like, and I stopped coughing, like that. Everything in my mouth came out. My nose was runny. My tears came out. And that was so awkward. That was so bad. That was so bad. I tried. That's rough. I know, right? I still get red when I talk about this because I wanted to die. I wanted to just die. Everything in my mouth came out. My nose came out. My eyes tear came out. Like, that was so awkward. That was so awkward. That was so awkward. And they're like, oh God, are you okay? And I'm like, I just wanted to God. I just wanted to be God. I just wanted to disappear. That was so awkward. That was so awkward. Everything went back on plate, so I can't eat it anymore. And they were like, we're gonna replace it. I am so sorry to scare you like that. I'm so sorry. They're like, I'm so sorry that I scared you. Are you okay? We're gonna get you a new one, okay? Like that. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they replaced it. I feel bad. I just wanted to disappear. What were you eating that time, by the way? I think it was something like rice, omelet, sausage, or stuff like that. And I was coughing. There was a rice everywhere. Egg everywhere that I chewed. Spinach everywhere as well. It all went back on my plate. And that was so awkward. Especially rice. It looks disgusting. All the rice like kind of spread it to like that on the plate. Like, nah. And my nose was coming out too. So that was so gross. That was so gross. Nah. That was so awkward. Pepper spray. That's one of the very embarrassing story I have. Spraying the water to the peoples in front of you is more embarrassing. I had experience, but mine is like all the food in my mouth came out. My nose was coming out too. My eyes coming out, and I wanted to say sorry, but I was coughing a lot. So I was like, like that, and then. The waiter is like feeling sorry, like, oh, I'm so sorry for scaring you, like that. They're like, no, it's not your fault. You wouldn't say that it's not your fault. I'm sorry, but you're coughing too much, so you can't talk. Nah, nose coming out. Nose was runny. I don't know how to say it. My nose was runny. Nah. The tears are coming out too. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. I only see my neighbor like one time out of one season. So one time in the spring, one time in the summer, one time in the fall, one time in the winter. I was checking outside. There is a little hole in the door, and you can see what is going outside. Or I can see monitor outside, like make sure nobody is in there. And then I finally can go outside. Yeah, like a little peephole. That one. Do you talk to your neighbor? I don't. Not often, no. Me too. Really never? Oh, I see it. Nope, unfortunately. Oh, you're a really good person because you think that's unfortunately. I think that's a fortunately thing. Like, yes! I haven't seen my neighbor. Yes! Like, you're so good, people. Nah. Yeah. Asking the wrong people? Maybe I am. You guys are like me, Dayo. My mom does. Sometimes I hear my mom voices from hallway in the apartment, and I was like watching and like, what the heck is she talking to like that? And she's talking with my neighbor. Oh, I am so sorry if my daughter making a trouble for you like that. And the neighbor is like, no, it's fine. Your daughter is so lovely and sweet like that. They're like, ah! I think my neighbor knows that I am very not talkative person. They're like, oh hi, Henya-chan, like that. I was like, hi, and I just sprint and run away. Yeah, I think they know. Or think I'm not really good at Japanese. Henya is like a stray cat. Approach too close and she runs away. Henya's a stray cat. I heard in America, for example, in Japan, you go to the store, right? And when the employee is like talking to you, you can just do like a little vow, like, hey, like that. You can just walk away. And that is not considered as rude. But I heard that's considered as rude in America. So I did my best to talk, like have a small conversation with employee who talked to me like, oh, how is your day like that? Like my friend told me to like, especially when they ask you, how's it going like that? Don't do not and just run away, stuff like that. Maybe that's like a bit rude. Nodding and running away considered as rude, so maybe you should talk to them like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll try my best like that. When they ask me on the first line, it says like, are you looking for anything? Then I can say, I'm good, thank you. Like, but if they say like, how's your day? And I was like, oh, I'm good, how are you? And some people love chatting and they go like, like, but back then I really didn't know about English, so I was like, and then I think she was talking about something bad day she was having, but I really couldn't understand. I was like asking, that's nice, like that. And the girl was like, no, it's not. And I was like, I messed up my answer, so that tells that I didn't listen to her story completely by answering, that's nice, like that. That's awkward. Nah. Well, people talk really, really fast. I couldn't really understand, so I was like, nice. Oh, it's not nice? Bad then. Nah. One time, when I was a kid, I had a boy I was like 7 or something, and I wanted to impress him, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to impress people, so I asked him, hey, watch, like that, and I stopped grabbing a leaf on the like a regular ground, and I start eating it, and I was like, look what I can, like that, and he was like, what are you doing? And I think that didn't work. There was a leaf, so I took it out and like, look what I can! Nom 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 nom. I can eat it like that. And he did not impress. He was like, what did you eat it? Why did you eat it? It didn't work. So guys, if you want to impress somebody, don't eat bushes. Don't eat bush or leaves from the bushes or leave anything. Don't do that. It's not gonna make people impressed. Yeah, maybe try in a different way. I couldn't do it, so maybe you shouldn't do it. Please marry me. Nom 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 nom. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I have a lot of embarrassing stuff. Why my life is so much embarrassing stuff? Oh, maybe I'll be cuter if I ate flour. That's true. That's true. Maybe Flower was unluckier, but not the random leaf from strange bushes. I yanked it, like, and I keep like shoving it in my mouth, like, nom 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 nom. Look what I can! Look what I can do! Like that. Ha. Flower? Okay, maybe not. Forget what I said. Never mind. But I remember when I was a kid, I picked up some random flower with my friend, and we tried to like suck the like not honey, but like sweet things inside. Didn't you do that? Demo sa, nectar. Yeah, that one. There was a flower has a nectar inside in our school, so I was doing that with my friend. Ne. So maybe I saw it's not that different. Ne. The purple one? Yes, the purple one. Holy, yeah, that's the one. Ne. Oh my gosh, I say everybody had it when they were a kid. I still remember. Sorry, not for me. What? Really? Ne. Back away from my flower. Ne. So maybe that got me thinking, if I eat a random leaf around here, maybe I can impress him. Ne. Like, wow, Henya! That is so impressive! And then, like a while after, I saw the spiders are making a nest at the bushes on the leaves. So I was like, holy crap, what if I eat nest? And I was worrying about it. Ne. Like, what if one day I do pee and I see the spider floating? What do I do like that? I was so scared. Ne. What if spider decided to having a family inside my stomach? What do I do? And one day I have a surgery, and when they cut my body open, the spider coming up and crawling up and stuff like. What if that happened? Like that, and I was so scared. Ne. Yeah, maybe I could have turned into Spider-Man. That's true. Spider Henya. I was so scared. Spider now, da 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 da, Spider now. 地獄からの使者、スパイダーニャ。ね、why I was so stupid. I mean, all kids are stupid, I guess. ね、バカだったな。Well, I'm a genius now, but back then I was so stupid. I also remember I was riding on the bicycle, and I wanted to try impress my friend. So like, I told her that like, I can keep going on my bicycle even though I cover my eyes like that. So not only I didn't hold my handle of my bicycle, I also covered my eyes with my hand, and I was keep going. And then 3 seconds later, I hit on a pillar really hard. I got serious injured. I had to go hospital, and I was crying. Ah! And my friend called my mom, and my mom ran and like, what happened? And I was like, Mama! My mom is like telling me, sometimes I don't know how the heck did you survive with all that injury you had when you were a kid. I have a lot of injury story. There also one time, you know, on the other day I talk about that like my grandpa had a brain stroke, so like he had to stay at the hospital for a long time, and I went to the hospital every single day to see my grandpa. And then at the entrance, there was a security guard standing in there, so I always wanted to say bye-bye to them. So I was looking at them saying bye-bye, waving my hand, and they was like saying bye-bye to me as well. So that day I was saying bye-bye to them as always, and I was running, so I didn't look at where I going. So I just like smashed myself into the door, and I hit my face really hard, and I knocked over, and they're like, ah! And I went go back inside the hospital. It was a hospital for brain, especially. So we had to do like the CT scan and like a brain scanning thingy and a lot of stuff. Make sure I'm doing okay. And then I got their card, like a patient's card, and they told me that I'm the youngest patient they ever had. Nah. Story of my life. Story of my life. I had a pet rock once. It died. Well, for me, I had it once too, but it flew away because of typhoon. I saw also pet rocks needs to get on some sunshine, so I was like put him on the balcony. Next day when I see it, he was flew away and gone. I remember my mom had a drinking party with her. Okay, so in Japan, we have a thing that is called dosokai. I think your country has a similar thing. The thing is, you meet up with some friend that you know from like a middle school or junior high or high school, and like it's just like a gathering. It's like, oh, it's been 20 years since we graduated. We should gather up like that. Oh yeah, reunion, school reunion or stuff like that. My mom had it, and I remember my mom came back home. She was so drunk, and she keeps saying that, like, she keep laying down on the floor and say, "Oh, it feels so good." Like that. It's so cold and good. I had so much drink, Henya. Like that. I'm like, Mom, I have a school tomorrow, and she's like, I know. That floor is so cold and feels good. Like that. And then the cat got worried. Cat got worried because they never see my mom on the floor falling down. And then my cat started licking her face, and she said, "Stop it, Henya!" Like, that's not me! That's not me! It's a cat! What the? She's like, "Oh, stop it!" And I'm like, "What the? That's not me! That's a cat!" Yeah. That's pretty drunk. I know, right? I know, right? And I keep telling her that I'm gonna go bed because I have a school tomorrow, and she's like,
I
just
can't
stay
believe
with me
you
one
licked your
more
drunk
minute.
mom's face like that.
No, that wasn't me. That was a cat. My mom was super drunk. Yeah, my mom was super drunk. I never see her that drunk. I still talk about it. And she's like, just stay with me for a few more minutes. I had so much fun. And then it was a great time. Like that. Like, I'm glad about it, my mom, but no.
I swear I saw an ad for drunk Mommanyas in your area.
What?